Finally here in the woods. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in a little woodland called Barton Woods, and I didn't find this place until late or mid May, so I'm a little late on the bluebells. Yeah, so basically it's a little hidden woodland full of bluebells, and this is where that shot I was initially looking for was taken, which I said in my second or third preparation video. And I remember seeing a poster on the caravans and apartments that I cleaned of a woodland, a flat woodland with the sun shining down on it, with trees dotted around and loads of bluebells. And this is it. And yeah, it's at the popular destination, well, it's upstream from the popular destination of Watersmeet, and which is usually full of cars. And I was the only one there. I couldn't believe it. Because what I've been hearing is people getting £75 fines today, loads of them down Woolacombe Beach because they've all parked there illegally, and I thought it was going to be really busy, but turns out no one's here. I saw a couple of hikers and that's it, and walked up here, super sweaty, super hot. It's like 24 or 5 degrees today. It's the 20th of May, so yeah, I'm really stretching it with these bluebells, and yeah, it's just... As you can see, they're starting to fold up and start to die, but I'm very lucky because I've came here probably in the last possible week that I could do it, and I was initially thinking they're all going to be dead, so I'm just going to scout this place for next year, but luckily they're not. And when I walked through here I was like, this doesn't look like the pictures, because there's been some major deforestation through here, and this composition I'm about to get, there's like 3 or 4 tree stubs in it. And they would have done beautifully to add to the composition, but this initial shot I've seen is of 3 really long trees with vibrant leaves on them. I'm not going to get that in, that's way too wide, but I am going to get these trees in the background with their vibrant leaves brightening up, being lit by the sun. But yeah, it's not as vibrant as it should be because it's a bit later in the season now. I'm very late. This will be my last bluebell video, I promise. That's what I said last time. But this is it now. I've just done so many bluebell videos, it's ridiculous. But let's get started on the last one. I'm getting chills because this is going to be the last time I'm going to be able to do this for a whole year. And I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed taking photos of bluebells. So it was really hard to actually get the right time to come up here. So I picked about an hour and a half before sunset, because this is a very deep valley here, and luckily this is a little bit that sticks out and it zigzags the valley because it follows the river obviously. But yeah, very hard to try and find the right time to come, but yeah, about 2 hours before sunset. It's currently 20 to 8. And I really did need to pick the right day for this, because it had to be a day that there was no clouds whatsoever, so I could get a maximum chance of getting the sun shining down here. And I did kind of see something scary on the way down. There was some cloud on the horizon, so luckily it hasn't gone behind it yet. And I think it's quite far down, so it may not even be a good sunset anyway, because I was thinking I'm initially going to lose out on a great sunset probably, because I won't have time to get out of here. I don't think it's mostly downhill from here. I might have a possibility to get out of here and go down to the Valley of the Rocks, which is very close to here, and get myself a sunset. But that's wishful thinking. Pretty much 3 trees, and they're kind of symmetrical because it's like the same distance from the tree on the left hand side and the tree on the right hand side from the middle one. So it's very symmetrical, like a little triangle. You draw a line between both of them, but left and right tree acting as the frame for the centre tree. Like 1/10 of a second ISO. So close your eyes. Do you feel the same? Only thing that matters without change. I will let you stay. Filming the B-roll for that last image, I spotted this amazing image. And I was like, I wonder if I can get the sun in between both of these trees here. Because there's one tree here and one tree there. And they're about 10 feet away from each other. But when you stand still, they look like they're next to each other. So yeah, they're like this and the sun's there. And I'm trying to get them in between it. Because there's a little gap in between. So they don't align perfectly. And I got down and I was like, oh yes! Because the sun goes in between. And I love these shots where you get the sun shining through a little crack or a little hole. And it's casting beautiful shadows as well. And you get this sun rays both sides, one on the left, one on the right, that are just lighting up a few of these bluebells. Absolutely amazing shot here. So I don't want to get the sun too bright, so I'm going to 1/6 of a second f10 ISO 100. Wow. So that's 2 shots, a success.
Into my mind's the color of falling tears that have been long asleep. The lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything we want.
So another beautiful composition here. Pretty much, we got 4 trees. And each one goes a little bit out further each time it goes down. So it's like a whole lineup of 4 trees. And they're all pretty much symmetrical. But it's kind of hard to frame it because I don't want to really get many other trees in it. Because I just want to focus on these 4 trees. They're almost in a line with each other. 0.6 of a second, f13 ISO 100. Tripod is definitely essential for these shots. Absolutely.
Oh, stop the clocks, the bees are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
So I just stumbled across this beautiful composition here. This is really old, ancient like root or bottom of a tree here, randomly. And it's upside down as well. And I'm not really sure how it got here. I definitely didn't put it there. I mean, I'm never one to script a photo or set up a photo. I just think it's really, really wrong. So I'd never do that. But anyway, this tree is absolutely beautiful, or this log, sorry, and it's my main foreground interest. But I'm not going to focus on it initially. I'm going to get 2 shots, one where I focus on it and one where I focus on everything. So in the initial shot I'm getting 0.6 of a second, f13, ISO 100. Yeah, I pretty much found 2 shots with one here. One is initially 18mm wide. And pretty much with this initial tree right in front now. Not getting all in, I'm shooting landscape, so yeah, not getting much of it in, just the stump really, and all the bluebells scattered around it. But there in the midground we have this other tree that's getting side lit by the golden hour sun, and below it loads and loads of bluebells. And then far in the distance we've got these vibrant green leaves that the sun is shining through. It's absolutely beautiful composition here. That's the first one. Half a second, f11. And then for the second shot, we're zooming in right to 35mm. Just bring up the pylon a bit, centre column. Just crushed my finger. I'm not gonna scream in pain about it though. Gonna go in portrait, zooming into 35mm. I'm just gonna get this tree in. That was in the midground of my last image, and that's gonna be the main focus of this one. So 0.5 of a second, F11 ISO 100. Bingo.
Lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything we want. Oh, stop the clocks, the bees are humming. In between the contrasts of our soul.
I just thought that was the woodlands down there. But then I saw that the sun was shining up here and I saw some lovely bluebells and trees up here. So I climbed up the hill and it's taken me to this like almost second bit of woodland here. And it's way more nicer than the other one. There's no recently cut down trees. It's just all these fallen and broken lovely branches. And I've got one right here that's being shined on directly by the sun. And it's absolutely beautiful, surrounded by bluebells. So yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, I was about to head on down and try and get a sunset, but found this little area. And I'm zooming in 35mm to it. And I'm also cutting a little bit off because there's a tree right here I don't want to get in. And I think it'll be really hard to remove it from Photoshop. So I'll probably try and smooth off the edge of this branch. But yeah, let's get it. 0.3 of a second, F11. Absolutely beautiful. I'm also going to go for an out of focus one of that F3. Wow, what a wonderful woodlands. I wish I found this earlier. And I'm so lucky that these bluebells are still alive. Somehow they are. And we're right down south of England. Right down in Exmoor National Park. So they come out first here and maybe they leave the last. Little tip for you guys: whenever you're shooting something and there's a different angle you can possibly get from it, always check it, because sometimes it might be a little bit better. And in this case it is, because the log wasn't getting lit on that side, but now it actually is on this side. I've come to the other side. And luckily I turned around and saw this, because it's so much better than the other side. That's absolutely beautiful, because you can get the highlights really, really bright, but everything that's in the shade is really, really dark, and it makes this log stand right out. So I'm doing the same again. F2.8, 35mm, 1/80th of a second, ISO 100. Absolutely amazing. For some reason I keep forgetting to get B-roll for my photos, so sorry if a couple of these photos are missing any B-roll. Yeah, I didn't do any B-roll for that. The last image twice, so I've got to go down there and do some. That's just unacceptable. But I found an absolutely beautiful dead tree here. The bark is completely gone. It's really smooth, like it's been smoothed out by the ocean. But it's in the middle of a forest. It's absolutely beautiful. But the sun is shining on it. And yeah, that's all I can really say. It's up against this tree. There's loads of bluebells around it. And oh, wow. What a beautiful evening. 0.5 of a second, F11.
Close your eyes, get out of your skin. All it is matters, let it in.
Right, so I think I'm done in the forest now. I came up here, which is the last place the sun is reaching. But there's just not enough bluebells here. There are some bluebells and we've got some beautiful backgrounds. There's just not enough bluebells. And I've came into a major problem. My watch fell off recently one of the straps broke and it kept falling off, but I went to look at the time like that. There's no watch. So it must have fallen off somewhere, but I've turned my notifications right up because once I connect to it, I know it's not around me where I am right now, because once I connect to it, it will send me a notification that says it's disconnected right now. So I'm going to have to retrace my steps and try and find it, and then hopefully I can make it down somewhere for sunset, because we've still got about 40 minutes before sunset. Even if I don't make it for sunset, I can still probably, if there's some nice cloud formations, get a nice after sunset. So yeah, let's do this. Let's go find that watch. So I'm here at the beautiful little village of Linton, or is it Lymouth? There's two of them. It's Linton and Lymouth basically. So down here, and yeah, the sunset was blocked by a huge bank of clouds, so I'm actually quite happy that it was, because yeah, because it would have been pretty mad if I missed it. And yeah, I was about 10 minutes away from being able to shoot it, but it has set now, and I know that it can go on for like, come on, I know it can go on like that for another half an hour, and the colours can get even better, but when it's blocked like that, you're not going to get it, although it's nice little estuary here, is nice, leading out to the sea, and that's what I would photograph if the sun was actually setting, or if there was actually a nice sunset, but unfortunately there's not, and I'm not really too mad about it, to be honest. But this place is absolutely dead. It's dead like the 25th of bloody December, and no one's here, absolutely no one. And this place is absolutely jam-packed during the season, because it's such a beautiful little place that all the holiday makers come to, and it's packed. But I'm literally the only person I've seen on a beautiful spring evening like this. So anyway, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to do a part 2 tomorrow. Well, it ain't going to be called part 2 probably, it's just going to be, you know, another part to this video, because I'm going to be sleeping in the car today. Again. I probably won't be sleeping in the back because I need a thing to blow up the mattress, and I couldn't find the foot pump. So yeah, I'll probably be sleeping in the front because I've got nice, cosy leather seats up here, and that's what I did for a bit of the last time because I got way too uncomfortable. But yeah, that's going to be it today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Get out of your skin. Only this matters. Let it in.